This is the truth part 10 or 9. Alright, so today I woke up. I laid in bed for like an hour. Then I went outside, checked my plants, smoked, cleaned, ate, slept, woke up, took my dog and my sister on a walk. That's the accomplishment today, taking my sister on a walk, and that's what I want to keep doing. And I'm confident that I will keep doing it. I'm confident. Today I want to talk about drugs. Well, yeah, drugs. And I want to talk about, because weed at first made me feel good. Then it showed me the truth. No, it didn't. It was when I took LSD. When I took LSD, it was like my mind showed me what was trapping me, because the LSD wanted to take off. I wanted to be creative, but I couldn't because I was trapped. And that's what the LSD brought up. The LSD brought up what didn't let me be creative. And yeah, LSD showed me the problems I needed to fix. Weed helped me fix them, but it also made me lazy. It also made me again, it may not even be the weed, because there's people who succeed with weed, but I'd say weed helped me get to this point. What if the next point is, you know what I'm saying? The next lesson I have to learn is leaving weed, learning how to be with myself, with my true self, with no outside contact, because weed is an outside contact that is affecting you from the outside because you took it inside, you inhaled it. Weed isn't natural because you didn't make it happen naturally in your body. Everything that is outside of your body is from the earth. Of course it's natural, but everything else is natural because everything else is from the earth. If you think about it, cocaine is even natural. Cocaine comes from the earth. Cocaine leaves. Cocaine is natural. Heroin is natural. Everything created in the lab is also natural because it comes from nature. Everything is good on the amount you take it. You know what I'm saying? It becomes bad when you start depending on it. No, it doesn't become bad when you start depending. It becomes bad when it starts to not let you do what you need to do. Because let's say I want to go for a walk. Then let's say, but then I'm like, no, but I want to smoke. So instead I choose smoking. Yeah, like that. Once it doesn't let you do what you want to do, that's when it's bad. If you say I want to go run and you go run and you don't let weed interrupt what you want to do and what you want to do to help yourself, then it's not bad. But again, weed can only take you such a point where you would have to take at least a week off. And that's what I'm gonna try to do. At least a week off. So you can reevaluate your life, I guess. So I can see what I do. Because what do I really do? Because weed, like I've heard a lot of people say weed makes it okay to be lazy. I'm gonna see, and of course it's not just I'm gonna stop weed and I'm gonna miraculously become successful like this one guy said. I'm gonna have to do my part. So yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about. So if you're in some kind of drug that helped you through a tough time, and then you see yourself not progressing now, or you see yourself being bad with it, or it just doesn't make you feel the same as it did before, then maybe the next step is learning how to let it go. Think about that for a minute. And I'm gonna try to do the 1 week thing to evaluate myself and to see how my body feels like, you know what I'm saying, without it. I'm gonna say I don't really like the victim mentality anymore. And when I catch myself doing it, it just motivates me to go even more. Because I'm like, am I really thinking this? Like, I feel disappointed in myself, but not, I don't let it bring me down because that's the whole point of me thinking that to bring me down. So I'm not gonna let it bring me down. When that shit comes up, I'm just like, really? And I sort of get mad, not mad at myself, but a good mad that makes me think of a good thing, like like right now I might be thinking like, oh, I can't do this because um you see, I can't even think of a thing because I don't like the victim mentality. But again, it's because, and even that, I can do anything I want, but I just need to figure out what I want to do. I guess, and I need to learn how to be patient. I think that's another thing that affects me because my dad always told me You expect things to happen in a day. And I've been working on it, of course. Like I said, I don't like that victim mentality. And I need to figure out what I want to do. Because I can probably do it with weed. But I'm going to see what I want to do without weed. Yeah, that was this part. Again, if you guys are watching this, I want to tell you, whoever you are, that choose love over hate, because it always leads to more. Or if anything, you're helping the other person see what they did wrong, and then, you know what I'm saying? That way you don't get fucked up, because like I said, I keep saying, if one person is mad, don't expect them to back away with you being mad back. You know what I'm saying? But you also don't need to go up to them like you need to be confident in yourself, and be like, and use common sense to you, because if there's nothing to fight about, use that on your side. Use common sense to your side. Be like, why are you doing? Look at them with confidence, and look at them with the with your opinion on the thing they chose to be mad about. Which is, if they got mad over something, which is probably gonna be, your opinion is gonna be, what the fuck are you mad about? And then let's say that with confidence, unless there's actually a reason for them to fight you. If there's a reason, then evaluate the reason, and if it's actually worth fighting for, go fight. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with fighting, as long as the other dude don't kill you. You know what I'm saying? But it won't happen like that. Most of the times it's just a quick fight until the dude knocks you out, and then the dude is gonna let you go. He's probably gonna be like, yeah, that's what I told you, or something. But this is one thing niggas use a lot. They use fear. Why? Because fear was probably used on them too. And fear is good to go around temporarily, because people won't want to mess with you, and then you feel like you're in control. That's what anger does, which is also okay, but you're going to see in the long run that it'll just lead you to loneliness, because nobody wants to be around an angry person. So if you get angry easily, actually, or if you're somebody that's mad at you is angry, by you showing them how stupid it is by them being angry of the thing they're angry about, you can actually change their life by letting them know you have anger problems. You know what I'm saying? And even if y'all catch a fade, don't be scared of a fade. Like, you're gonna feel when he wants to fight. And then, because again, you're gonna hurt his ego for sure. But fuck it. Gee, that's what life is about. It's about learning and teaching. That's it. There's always gonna be, you always gotta look at the why, and if your why is better than the other why, if there's 1,000 people and then there's one person, and which one you gotta save, of course you're gonna choose the 1,000. Like, it's just odds. And if your odds win, if he actually got mad out of stupidity, then you're gonna win the argument inside you, and he's gonna lose it inside him. It doesn't matter what goes on the world. You know what I'm saying? But if you, yeah, that's the only thing I would say. Listen to your inside and don't let fear control your insides. Once you feel fear on your insides, you get mad. Because like I said, when you're mad, you're in control. But when you can't control the getting mad, then there's no point. If you're always mad, then there's no point. But getting mad is good because you get control. It's like two dogs barking at each other. They're just trying to get control. Because in animals are only going to go by what they feel. And like I said, animals look at us, and people that get mad definitely get people in fear, but they don't get them in fear, but it's just the person probably just doesn't want to fight that day. But then when that mad person that gets mad, always when he confronts that one person who he shouldn't have, he's going to see what's up. But most of the time, most of the people are like, they don't even want to fight, or they see the risks of fighting, or they actually let fear control their life. So if you're in control of yourself, you can see when somebody lets anger take over them and help them if you want, again. But anger is just a good energy. But like I said, even with drugs, if you overuse it, then there's going to be a point when you're going to have to let it go. And that might be hard. And like dogs too, they bark at each other because it's an energy. And they're trying to get the other dog to be in fear, just like we do it. But when they see that either one dog actually gets in fear, or they both just get tired. And that's what we create this world as. Like, that's what we made it for. This world is not. And again, there is no such thing as being on top or as being on bottom, because we're all equal. Because in that instance, both people are learning if they choose to learn. Again, you won't learn, or you will learn, but it will take more time to learn. Like, if you just live life just by living, of course you're going to learn, but you're going to learn probably like 10 years you learn something, then another 10 years you learn something, then another 10 years you learn something. Not if you choose to learn, or if you want to learn. You will learn every year. Every year you'll learn something big that impacts your soul, instead of a 10-year thing that it took 10 years for you to learn this thing. It'll just take 1 year if you actually want to learn it. And then you learn 1 year and 1 year, and you'll grow as a soul. So yeah, that was my part. It took 10 more minutes, but it doesn't matter. Goodbye.